Hey guys, Mike the Gaming Dad here and welcome back to the channel. We have already reached the penultimate showcase of 2025. Yes, it is time to head back into the world of Skyrim for the November Creations paid mods update and showcase. Last time out I picked 3 creations all at 100 credits each. They were Capital Vaults by Sable17, Dawnguard Reforged by Edmund Noir, and A Fortress of Ice by Unorthodog. Since that video last month there have been 17 more new paid mods added to the creations page. 17, wow, and it's not even been a full 4 weeks yet. This might be a new record. Let's take a look at what has been added this month. First up we have A Binding of Souls by Sagittarius for 300 credits. A young apprentice wizard went missing and with him a powerful ring, an artifact of great power. His master is looking for him, scared that something might happen to him and the ring they were supposed to destroy. Will you find the apprentice and the ring he is bearing, or maybe is it too late already? Will you keep the ring's power to yourself or return it to the master and gain a new spell and a potential new follower? This creation includes the Ring of Soul Binding. When equipped has a chance to absorb the soul of slain foes. If successful, the victim's spirit can then be summoned via a spell that is available only when the ring is equipped. New spell, Bound Armour. Summon a bound full set of Daedric armour visually distinct from normal Daedric armours, and a potential new ally to follow you in your adventures. The quest, A Binding of Souls, can be started at any point by talking to Skyrim's innkeepers about job opportunities. Next we have Blood-Tide Whispers by a debutant, Phreniki, for 100 credits. A corpse lies drained and abandoned with a cryptic note pointing toward a cave where blood-stained halls echo with the rhythm of the dead and blood-bound secrets wait to be found. These are the first murmurs of the blood tide, subtle but insidious, leaving their mark for the observant to uncover. Blood-Tide Whispers is a lore-friendly vampire-themed weapon and spell pack designed to blend seamlessly into Skyrim. Explore and fight your way through a hidden lair mini-dungeon, uncover dark instruments of power and master spells that prey on fear and perception. New weapons included are Night Shard, a sword with absorb stamina, Bloodguard, a shield with health regen, the Hollowed Whale, a staff with fear and absorb health, and Soul Cord, a bow with absorb stamina, absorb health and soul trap. The 3 new spell tomes are Dirge of Silence, a lesser power that drains magicka, Eye of the Veil, a lesser power granting night vision and detect enemies, and lastly, Elegy of the Lost, an illusion fear spell. Next we have Ragnarok NPC Overhaul by Gothos25 for 500 credits. Are you tired of knowing exactly how a fight will go before it even starts? Does every bandit and draugr feel like a clone of the last? Ragnarok NPC Overhaul shatters that monotony. This mod dynamically rebuilds every single NPC in your game, vanilla or mod added, to make each one a unique, unpredictable challenge. This is Skyrim combat as it should have been, fast, dangerous and most importantly fun. Every encounter is a new story, every enemy is unique. Skyrim's health scaling is broken. Low level enemies are a joke and high level ones are just boring sacks of health. Ragnarok fixes this. Level 1 enemies get a health boost, while health is slowly decreased for all other enemies, down to 50% by level 30. This makes early game brawls feel meaningful, not trivial, and it also means high level fights are decided by skill and tactics, not just how long you can hold down the attack button. Every fight is more consistent and engaging. Every single enemy has its health, movement speed, melee damage and weapon swing speed shuffled by 20%. You can no longer rely just on muscle memory. That bandit you're charging might be a slow, sluggish brute, or he might be a lightning-fast terror who closes the distance in a second. You'll have to react to every single enemy, making each encounter a fresh tactical puzzle. Each enemy now has a unique, noticeable size. Humanoids vary by 5%, while animals have a massive 20% range. This adds incredible visual storytelling. You'll see scrawny wolf pups following a towering scarred alpha, for example. The boss of a cave will actually be the biggest monster in the room, and be warned, size directly impacts health and damage. If it looks big, it's probably dangerous. The days of bandit charges with an axe are over. Humanoid enemies now have a vastly expanded and dangerous arsenal. 10% are now mages with level appropriate spells from every school. 20% will use staves and scrolls to ruin your day from a distance. 10% carry poisons, including new varieties, and they will use them on you. 5% carry invisibility potions and will pop one the second combat starts. Boss level enemies except bandits are now guaranteed to be powerful mages. Includes new Summoner's Bounty spells for even more variety of enemy summons. Everything from boars to remora can be summoned to fight you. Pure adrenaline pumping unpredictability. That lowly bandit you were about to ignore might suddenly turn invisible, poison his blade and then summon an Nchardak to cover his escape. And if you don't like a feature or want to tone something down, no problem. A configuration book found in the first room in Helgen or crafted at a tanning rack gives you an in-game menu to toggle every single feature on or off or tweak its numbers. Honestly, this mod does sound like a good one. This sort of thing isn't an easy one to showcase, as changes might be subtle and are randomised, but this sort of mod refreshes those playthroughs for those of us who, you know, play Skyrim way too much. Next up we have another newcomer to Skyrim paid creations. This mod is Frozen Heart by CB Fierce for 400 credits. Step through a magical mirror into a cursed frozen realm, explore labyrinths, solve puzzles, battle shadows and help an ancient snow elf warrior cure her curse. The mod includes 5 new locations, 4 new quests, dialogue choices, branching paths and a disposition system, interesting puzzles, a new set of weapon and armour, a newly voiced follower, a player home and hundreds of new assets. All in all, you are looking at around 3 to 4 hours of new gameplay. To begin the quest, purchase the Snow Elf Mirror Labyrinthian Passages from Belethor's General Goods Store, and the mod advises that you must know at least 1 word of slow time and 1 word of fire breath, as these shouts are needed to progress through the quest. If you want to watch a video of the mod, the creations page does link one, and it also gives a full step-by-step walkthrough of the full questline if you get stuck at any stage. The next mod this month is Dr. Jacopo's 3D Plants Volume 2 for 800 credits. Volume 2 features the 8 distinct plant species that we have seen release over the last few months. It replaces 21 vanilla models and their textures with new performance-friendly 3D versions. All models are lore-friendly, faithfully matching the original scale, species and artistic direction of the base game. Featured species include juniper, autumn ferns, clovers, Aliaria, cornus, reach moss, reach Kenilworth ivy and Jasbay grapevines. And the mod description contains more of the technical information, including things like the vertices and how the textures were created from the plants in the real world. Next is another of Dr. Jacopo's plant retextures. I don't think this one is included in pack 2, so I've covered this one as well, and can only assume this will be included in a third pack. This is 3D Reach bushes for 200 credits. It replaces the 2 Reach bush models with fully 3D bushes. Each branch is modelled in 3D, meaning you can view them from any angle without them disappearing. Again, if you wish to read about the technical aspects of these mods and how they were created, you can do so on the mod page, and there is also a video where you can see how they look in-game. Next we have Necromancer's Legion Conjuration Expanded by Gothos25 for 500 credits. Necromancer's Legion dramatically expands the options for players who want to embrace the dark art of necromancy. You are no longer limited to temporary summons, you can now forge an army of permanent evolving skeleton followers from the bodies of your fallen foes. Firstly, there is the Raise Skeleton spell. Find the initial spellbook in Helgen Keep or purchase it and its more powerful variants from vendors. Use the spell on any fresh corpse to create a skeleton follower. Your army is only limited by your magicka upkeep. Skeletons require a fixed amount of magicka per unit. The default is 50 magicka per skeleton to remain raised. Skeletons start at half the base stats of health, magicka and stamina of the body they were raised from, and retain many of the spells known by the original NPC. Skeletons can level up by killing enemies, absorbing 10% of their defeated NPC stats and magical knowledge. They are capped in their growth, determined by the level of the original body, so you will need to replace them with more powerful hosts as you grow stronger. As they grow in strength though, they also gain in physical stature and deal more melee damage. Your skeletons can be interacted with like normal followers, give them weapons, have them carry your loot, give them commands, tell them to wait, and even check their current stats. Your skeletons are essential as in they cannot be permanently killed, but remember necromancy is still a dangerous and dark art. Raising a skeleton is considered a crime, and your undead will attack neutral NPCs on sight. You'll need to keep your legion out of cities and away from prying eyes, summoning them only when away from civilization. These are toggleable options though, so both the essential and attack neutral NPC features can be turned off in the configuration menu if you prefer a less restrictive experience. As well as the ability to conjure a huge skeleton army, you can manage and empower your undead army with a host of new and improved spells and abilities. There are legion management spells, 3 new spells to make maneuvering your growing legion much easier. These are Call Skeletons, granted automatically when you raise your first skeleton, and this spell calls all of your current skeletons to your location, perfect for when you have left them in the last dungeon to avoid town guards. Summon Skeletons Near and Far, 2 further spells allowing you to summon your skeletons to a location you can see, first nearby and later across great distances. Some of the other features included are the base heal undead spells that were hidden in one location in Dawnguard have been significantly improved and added to leveled lists for seamless integration. Additional utility spells have been added, including slow working healing auras and powerful mass heal spells to keep your entire army in fighting shape. The base soul trap spell and enchantment has been given a slow health drain effect, making it usable in combat. A new line of 10 soul trap spells have been added to the Conjuration School. These spells deal the same damage as fire spells but trap the enemy's soul if the spell deals a killing blow. Includes typical attack spells like beams and explosions, master level variants and unique corpse explosion spells that detonate a magical blast from a targeted dead body. There is also a new player empowerment mechanic. Use a new lesser power to absorb the energy from 3 filled soul gems. Doing so grants you a permanent perk point to spend, allowing you to sacrifice your enemy's souls for power. Alternatively, you can spend filled soul gems to grant an individual skeleton a new ability such as a damaging cloak or regenerating health. Necromancer NPCs have been updated to use the new gear and spells and now have a chance to field their own skeleton or even ghost minions for a more challenging and immersive experience. And lastly, a configuration book can be crafted at any tanning rack to access a simple menu to customise all of the mod's options, ensuring full compatibility with any load order. Next up we have Draelis' Backpacks by Tunuvia for 100 credits. Show off your adventuring style while hauling more loot. 7 small themed backpacks that can be crafted at the Forge or bought from general vendors. The regular versions add 50 carry weight. Unique versions of all the backpacks with themed enchantments have 65 carry weight and can be found in the world. For quest markers, read the Journal of Draelis, the mage in the cottage near the Whiterun Plains. If you want to know the locations of the 7 unique backpacks and what their enchantments are, these are also listed on the mod page. Next up we have another mod by Gothos25, this time it is Stendarr's Blade, a spy's life for 500 credits. This mod introduces a new clandestine faction to Skyrim, born from the ashes of the Blades. This secret order shuns glory and politics, operating from the shadows to protect Tamriel's vulnerable and maintain balance. If you've ever wanted a deep, lore-friendly reason to play as a vigilante, spy or good assassin, or a way to justify infiltrating Skyrim's darker guilds, this mod is for you. It features a new clandestine faction, join Stendarr's Blade, a secret order of spies and vigilantes founded by ex-Blades. A dynamic Radiant quest system, receive endless varied spycraft assignments from your handler, Sentinel, via a network of hidden dead drops. A full-length main questline, unravel a complex conspiracy of spies, vampires and imposters threatening to control Skyrim from within. Vanilla questline integration, receive special storyline missions that recontextualize the vanilla guild quests, providing a compelling, morally driven reason to infiltrate the Companions, Thieves Guild, College of Winterhold, Dawnguard and more. An alternative start, it includes an optional configuration book, craftable at a tanning rack to begin the game as an existing member. It is also lore-friendly, built seamlessly into Skyrim's world, expanding on the fate of the Blades after the Great War. There are multiple ways to begin the mod. You can complete either of the following quests: joining the Thieves Guild, the Forsworn Conspiracy, missing in action, or destroy the Dark Brotherhood. Or it will begin organically at level 15. And lastly, alternatively, by dealing with the witch Anise in her cabin west of Riverwood. Soon after, a courier will deliver a mysterious note, and you receive one of 4 unique versions tailored to your character's morality and actions. This note begins your initiation. Once you've proven your worth, you'll be inducted by your handler, Sentinel. Contact occurs through enchanted dead drops, starting with a barrel behind the bannered mare in Whiterun. New drops unlock in other cities as you progress. The Stendarr's blade are remnants of the blades, hunted after the Great War, disgusted by the white gold concordat and abandoned by the Empire. They went underground, renouncing old oaths to form a secret society protecting the innocent, unbound by crowns. Invoking Stendarr, god of mercy and justice, they strike against tyrants, cultists and schemers, especially the Thalmor. You are their newest agent. Welcome to the Shadows. Our third newcomer to paid creations this month is Private Eye with vampiric steel weapons for 600 credits. Ever wanted a full set of weapons to match that vampire armour? This creation adds 2 tiers of vampiric steel weapons, new vampire enemies, a new ingredient for alchemy, a summon spell and a small quest and dungeon. Firstly, the full set of vampiric steel weapons, which is divided into 2 tiers, normal and owned. These are used by vampires and their thralls starting from level 7, and you'll find them throughout Skyrim wherever vampires appear. Beware of the vampire brutes. These new vampire enemies forgo magic in favour of using a 2-handed weapon that can spawn anywhere instead of normal vampires. Discover a powerful new ingredient called vampire blood, which may be difficult to obtain but will be worth the trouble. Besides being useful in alchemy, you'll also need this ingredient to craft the new vampiric weapons at the Forge, unless you are a vampire yourself, that is. Go in search of a missing vampire hunter with a new quest, which brings you to a large, 3-level dungeon on the outskirts of the province. This dungeon is home to a dangerous vampire clan and their leader might be up to something nefarious. The quest will present new challenges and enemies, as well as unique rewards. To begin the quest, head over to the 4 Shield Tavern in Dragonbridge and look for an abandoned satchel. Although not a new modder with over 120 Skyrim mods listed today, I believe this is Ares the Ram's first paid creations mod. This is Bar Ua Bone Mold for 300 credits. Bone mold is an ancient Dwemer tradition where armour or weapons are made with bone and resin. The result is a durable material stronger than most common metals. Bar Ua Bone Mold is both a rare and durable pattern of bone mold rarely seen outside of the Ashlander tribes of Morrowind. This creation adds both a completely handmade set of bone mold armour and a new unique 2-handed weapon. There is a very small quest to recover said armour and weapon and a new loading screen expanding on Tamriel's lore. To begin the quest, look at a table at the entrance of the retching Netch. Next is Defenders of Hlar Rune by Mystic Madman for 700 credits. Seek out and recruit Namu Ko, an honourable Khajiit mercenary currently lodging at the Bannered Mare. She and many of the Defenders of Hlar Rune, a bustling trading town in the Sea of Ghosts, have journeyed to Skyrim in hopes of aiding in the fight against the dragon menace. Claim 5 glorious new sets of armour of Hlaalu craftsmanship and uncover Namu Ko's hidden past. This creation features 5 beautifully crafted armour sets of traditional Hlaalu design, 14 newly added Defenders of Hlar Rune hand-placed throughout Skyrim, and a fully voiced follower, Namu Ko, featuring an emotional character arc. Namu Ko is a disciplined and sharp-tongued Khajiit warrior raised by proud Dwemer parents. Fiercely loyal to House Hlaalu and the outpost of Hlar Rune, she upholds a strict martial code while quietly struggling with the prejudice she has internalised and the self-doubt born from her unusual upbringing. Her journey to Skyrim begins as an official assignment to investigate the dragon threat, but travelling with her reveals the subtle tension she carries, the bias she must confront, and the inner strength she has yet to fully claim. To begin her companion quest, find and recruit Namu Ko in Whiterun's Bannered Mare. Then seek out Risad's Khajiiti caravan and the Honourable Master Zayan. Speak with Namu Ko afterwards to initiate her new dialogue. Next is Miniature Tombs of Morrowind by Adalon for a very specific 1560 credits. I don't know if that is a typo or not, but it's well in excess of the most expensive creation today if so, which I think was 1000 credits. The tainted ash of Red Mountain absorbed into the soil of Solstheim, filling every bit of it like a virus. It is seen in the mysterious ashmen that wander aimlessly, the charred spriggans that smoke in anger, and most evidently in the glowing rocks that scar the island. This infection brought a spiritual illness to the clay, the important material used by the Dwemer to build their sarcophagi and ossuaries for the ashes and bones of the deceased. The hateful spirits of the volcano and of descendants long gone have mingled together, bringing chaos to the watchful afterlife. The new temple's only solution is to confront the ash and sickness within the earth itself. Delve into the chthonic world and see for yourself what is lying beyond the waiting door. Craft urns in the basement of the new temple in Ravel Rock and enter the dungeons within to cleanse the earls so that they can be used in proper burial. The dungeons are semi-randomly generated and themed on 7 great houses of the Dwemer with different layouts, encounters and treasures for every time you enter. Possible items to acquire include weapons, armour, clothing spells, scrolls, ingredients and potions. Most weapons and armour can be disenchanted. There are 148 items in total. Players can equip daggers that fortify enchanting and axes that fortify carry weight, conjure ancestor gardens, cast destruction spells of the tribunal and of the 6th house, wear wrappings that increase bartering prices with dark elves, make potions from plucked guar teeth and kogaroon beetles, and drink the famous Halalu batch 42 matzah. Next up we have the 3rd instalment of the Outlaws of Skyrim series by Missing Luki. This is the Whiterun edition and is available for 300 credits. This release expands the hold of Whiterun with 5 new bandit camps across the Whiterun hold, each built around immersive environmental storytelling and unique outlaw themes. From a hidden underground inn trading in mune sugar and skooma to mountain peak towers turned into a fencing outpost and mines run by exiled orcs turned into pits of blood and iron. Danger awaits at every turn. Each location features a distinct style, scattered notes and detailed environments that reveal the lives of Skyrim's many outlaws, from exiled orcs, smugglers or desperate survivors. Each have their own lives, struggles and ambitions. Together these camps breathe new life into the wilderness and explore the personality of outlaws, making the hold of Whiterun more dangerous, atmospheric and more alive than ever before. The camps added are Iron Skull Mine, an abandoned mine seized by exiled orcs, now turned into a brutal slave pit ruled by a vengeful exiled orc obsessed with retribution. This camp can be found deep in the mountains on the way to the Rift. Smuggler's Rest, a hidden underground inn run by outlaws, serving as a front for moon sugar, skooma and stolen good trading. Beneath its quiet surface, smugglers deal in greed and betrayal. Positioned on the border of Whiterun at the Reach and Falkreath, watching the trade roads for their next mark. Whitefall Watch, built upon the remains of a fallen imperial tower by the border of Falkreath. The bandits here have adapted to the sheer mountainside with scaffolds and using the remains to stay hidden from the cold. The Cracked Tower, a half-collapsed watchtower high in Whiterun's snow-capped peaks, repurposed as a fencing outpost for stolen wares. From its vantage, bandits spy on the Whiterun guards and caravans far below, striking when the roads are weakest. And lastly, Vane Spire Tower, an abandoned Nordic tower repurposed by bandits into the beginnings of a new mine found in the heart of Whiterun's tundra. Next up we have Atmora Weapons by Muoviorit for 200 credits. From the frozen shores of Atmora come weapons whose original creators may have been lost to time, but their craftsmanship still carries on long after their passing. The Atmoran weapons are not forged for beauty or elegance, but for survival and victory. They are heavy, brutal tools of conquest that still carry the bite of the Sea of Ghosts, and for the first time in centuries, they have started appearing within the borders of Skyrim. Atmoran Weapons adds 7 powerful melee weapons, 1 of each weapon type. Despite inflicting slightly less damage than ebony weapons, they are able to stagger enemies and break their guard much more easily. Their crude but effective design should not be underestimated by anyone who wishes to live to see another day. The weapons start to appear in the hands of enemies and the inventories of blacksmiths after reaching level 30. They can also be crafted at a forge with advanced armours perk and level 75 smithing. Found in the Nordic category, leather strips, quicksilver ingots and ebony ingots are needed to create the weapons, and further improvements at a grindstone require quicksilver ingots. The penultimate new mod this month is Daedric Conqueror Armour by Abaddon for 700 credits. The embodiment of fear and terror, a symbol of death and destruction, created to conquer, subjugate or destroy realm after realm of oblivion for the Daedric Prince Molag Bal. The Daedra Prince waited for this one opportunity, for the Dragonborn, for you, to conquer Tamriel. Your journey begins in Whiterun in front of the Bezel house, where an urn containing a message has been left in your front yard. The description of this mod is extensive. If you wish to give it a read, it goes into a lot of detail on every item and what is included, but in summary, this mod introduces 3 new armor sets, 1 robe set, and these constitute 65 parts in total, with the armor sets coming in 6 ranks. There are also 27 weapons, 5 VX/FX weapons, and all of the aforementioned totals 172 blueprints. There are 13 new spells, 19 new NPCs, squadrons, a forge ruin, a new steed, and a new quest. And there are also changes to how mining works around the ruin. Normal ore deposits offer a range of 1 to 3 ore nuggets, which can be quickly mined with 6 strikes, and just as quickly a vein will be exhausted. Forge ruin mining veins can yield 30 to 40 ore units per vein, depending on the ore, such as ebony or moonstone, and these require 6 to 9 strikes for 1 chunk of ore. If necessary, you can mine the ore from the ground relatively independently with hard mining work, process it into bars and ultimately take it to the forge to craft the armour of your choice. Molag Kai equipment can only be crafted at the Forge Ruin, which is located in the middle of a densely wooded forest near Riften. So yeah, if you fancy a new wickedly cool Daedric feel inspired by Molag Bal, this might be the mod for you. And that brings me onto the mod we'll be showcasing this time round. This is Lost Forge of Karztev by Gemini Void for 300 credits. Long ago, during a time when the Dwemer still walked Nirn, a legendary forge was created. The dwarves used this special forge to create frighteningly powerful weapons and armour, reigning supreme over the battlefield. However, with the disappearance of the Dwemer in the 700th year of the First Era, the secrets of this forge were lost to time until now. Delve deep into the Dwemer ruins of Skyrim and Solstheim to uncover the secrets of a strange lexicon, recover a new crafting material along the way, and learn how to begin smithing the legendary Dwarven Fateplate and the weaponry of the Tonal Architect Karztev. Restore power to the ancient Tonal Forge and claim it as your own. This mod adds a new full set of Dwarven armour and a new set of weaponry inspired by the Dwarven Blackbow of Fate from the Dragonborn DLC. The Dwarven Fateplate armour is somewhat better than the standard Dwarven, while the weapons of Karztev are on par with Ebony. The weapons feature an effect similar to that of the Dwarven Blackbow of Fate, and they carry an intrinsic trait which saps health, magicka and stamina from foes. This trait is baked into the weaponry, thus allowing you to enchant them freely. Begin your adventure by travelling to the Retching Netch in Ravenrock on the Isle of Solstheim, where you will find the Journal of a Traveller in search of lost secrets. The journal will begin your quest, which takes place across multiple Dwarven ruins, and it's recommended to have at least reached the quest revealing the unseen for the College of Winterhold, as this unlocks the ruins of Mzulft, one of the ruins you will need to explore. Upon completion of the quest, the player will gain access to the Tonal Forge, where they will be able to craft all of the above mentioned equipment, so long as you have Dwarven smithing unlocked on the smithing skill tree. You'll be unable to craft this anywhere but there. The crafting material to create it may be obtained from random drops in Dwarven ruins, mostly anywhere scrap shows up, or from slain Dwarven automatons. To craft the weaponry, you will need filled black soul gems as well. To enter and exit the Tonal Forge, you will need to equip the Tonal Wand, which will move the player to the forge. You may do this freely, returning whenever you'd like. I do like the idea of a black Dwarven set. This is what drew me in, so let's dive in and take a look at this mod. Right, let's go. We're at the College of Winterhold at the minute. One of the requirements it said in the description was you needed to be up to revealing the unseen in the College of Winterhold questline, because one of the Dwemer dungeons that you are sent to is Mzulft, which I think you need to be up to this point before that unlocks. So yeah, I've just been doing that off camera at the minute. I have selected my Dwarven character that was inspired by an ESO build from probably about 10 years ago now. It's the video that you can just see on the screen in a minute. Yeah, I've not actually played this one much since I did that. I really enjoyed that video, the ESO one, was the first build I actually followed and really enjoyed it. That's why I kind of did that video last year. It was more like an my own version of it, a bit of a sort of how I would do it differently. including some of the like newer editions and some stuff from like a anniversary edition, and plus a couple of mods. So, but yeah, I've not actually played it much since then. And I thought this would probably be a good time to dust it off again. So yeah, we'll work through this mod with this character, and then hopefully yeah, it'll look cool with the black armor at the end when we get hold of it. So we've got potentially a dragon attack, which is annoying because I was going to fast travel because it's the first location for this mod is on Solstheim in the Wretched Net, so we're going to have to get over there, but it's not going to let me fast travel now with this dragon here. See if we can get him to land. Where's he gone? He's gone all the way over there now. No chance of him landing. We'll start to head south and see if he just, over time, it just disappears. Yeah, that, the ESO build is a Dwarven... I think you call it a Dwarven machine. It's something to do with that. Yeah, the first one that I followed, that's the video that kind of got me into his channel, because I saw it and ended up watching loads of stuff off the back of that. He'd done a few different builds at the time. That was the one that kind of stuck out to me. And then he'd done like loads of there was just tons of Skyrim content coming out at that time, because it was when I think we had Legendary Edition at the time. It was probably about a year before Special Edition came out. And then when Special Edition came out, he did a load of new content and a Let's Play. And so I was really hooked on his channel at the time. And then, yeah, I've not watched a lot of his stuff, his more recent stuff, but last year I thought, oh, I'll go back, I'll revisit that video, because it was about 10 years old or 9 years old, and I'll kind of create my own version of it. And it's kind of been just sat since I released that video. I think we can fast travel now. Yeah, it's going to let me.
Captain Gallen does the business around here. Ready to go. I'm just a ship's mate.
I can get rid of that. And then let's go to the Wretched Net.
Squatting isn't tolerated in the...
I work for Mogrul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
No, it's not the Fork of Horripilation.
As the Councillor of Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Want to buy...
What does it actually say? Let's just have a look. I know we need to come here, but I can't actually remember what it is we need to do. It's this one here. Right, so it says... Begin your adventure by travelling to the Wretched Net in Raven Rock on the Isle of Solstheim, where you will find the journal of a traveller in search of lost secrets. The journal will begin your quest, which takes place across multiple Dwarven ruins. And then, yeah, it's recommended that you've unlocked Mzulft. Right, where is this journal?
I should have another batch of vegetables ready for you soon, Galdis.
How much do I owe you this time?
Tell you what, if you use them to make your Kwama egg stew, you can have them for free.
It's a deal.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
What in the name of the Black Hands is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I was just making conversation.
Next time you feel like having
a
a
Wretched
conversation,
Net's Corner Club,
talk to someone.
home of the finest Sue Jammer that will ever grace your lips.
Yeah, I don't want your Sujamma. I'm looking for
Welcome
a journal.
To Raven Rock, traveler. Could I interest you in any
Is
fine
something
ash-grown
amiss,
foods?
Sindiri? I can sense your concern.
It's nothing.
I'm going to be fine, my lord. Captain Veleth would
So this
never
one here,
allow
Forgotten
anything-
Journal. Property of Valin Selvani. 4th era 201, 2nd of Solstheim Midas. As I write this, I am on a ship headed towards the Isle of Solstheim, being led by a potentially foolish notion of locating a specific Dwemer ruin there. It has been a long and treacherous journey to Skyrim from Daeshan, but I believe it will be well worth it in the end. I have in my possession ancient Dwemer schematics which I purchased off a fellow back home. He was an odd-looking individual, covered his face the whole time, and likely was a thief peddling stolen goods. The parchment is in remarkable shape for something so old. I do wonder where he came about this. He didn't ask much for the schematic either. I got it for quite the steal. He told me a little of its origin, save that it belongs to the ruins of Kagrumez on Solstheim. I've spent a good portion of my life studying the Dwemer and their inventions. The designs depicted here seem to resemble armour and weaponry. I'll need to stow this away for now and study it some more after I've had some good rest. 4th era 201, 10th of Suntide Turdas. I've taken more time to decipher the schematics, and they are indeed showing the method of creating a truly unique style of Dwemer weapons and armour. Traditional Dwemeric crafting uses an unknown alloy in nearly all of their metalwork. This style, however, calls for the use of some strange new metal and soul gems. What could have possibly made the Dwemer decide to use this combination of materials? 4th era 2001, year 2001, 21st of Solstheim Morndas. I arrived at Raven Rock several days ago and have remained here at my tavern room, attempting to decipher the last of these schematics. From what I can gather, no ordinary forge has the ability to make this equipment. The Dwemer used tonal frequencies in the creation of the gear in order to imbue it with special properties. Sketches and other cryptic ciphers in the ancient Dwemer alphabet show that I will need a special lexicon to activate something called the Tonal Forge. The man who sold me this seemed to believe I'd find what I need at Kagrumez. I will leave here at First Line and begin my delve into the ancient ruins. 26th of Suntide Loredas. The lexicon is the key. It's so obvious to me now. The vision, the inscriptions, it all makes perfect sense. Mzulft, Raldbthar, Nchuand-Zel. The lexicon holds a pathway. The lexicon is the key. There we go. Search Valin's belongings for the Dwemer schematics. There we go. Got hold of them. Travel to Kagrumez. Alright, first Dwarven dungeon.
She's not a little girl anymore.
I don't think this is one that I've cleared. No, it's not. Search the ruins for Valin. This was one of the features from ESO's video that I did directly copy. The using a dark elf and their racial power, which allows you to, whereas it was disappeared from there now because I've used it. Ancestor's Wrath kind of gives that like glowing, obviously fire effect. Looks really cool with the armor. Here's Valin. Blank lexicon. Search the ruins of Mzulft for a way to inscribe the black Lexicon R, so we don't need to do any more here. Right. I thought maybe we'd have to go the whole way through. Ah yeah, this is the one with the resonance gems, isn't it? They are not the easiest things to find, actually. I think they're sort of scattered around different areas of Solstheim. Let's go back into first person. I used to play in third person all the time, and then sort of transitioned into first, and now going into third, it always feels like you're quite far away. Now I need to get off the island.
Captain Gjalland does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
I don't think Mzulft is too far, is it? No, it's not. Okay, right, so I can't actually... How do we get the key for that? For Mzulft? This is where I need to go. I'm wondering if it's because I've not done the first part of that. Let's just speak to Mirabelle. I got to that quest and I didn't advance it any further. Dragon's still flying around.
Who's there?
There?
Yeah, the dragon's outside, guys. You're not going to see it in here. Oh no, this is can't talk to her now. Let's go outside, see if she follows me. Dragon's gone again.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Do you know anything about the Staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
Archmage Aaron said you'd mentioned it recently.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
Who are the Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
So no one knows the staff's location.
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Right, there we go. Maybe that'll unlock it. Oh, it's back again. This dragon's really annoying. gone. Right, let's try again. Does this spawn a body inside and you can find a key on the body to get through? I'm trying to remember this quest now. Yes, here we go. Mzulft key. That's why we couldn't get through. We are in. Search the ruins of Mzulft for a way to inscribe the blank Lexicon. Oh, we've just turned you ethereal. I forgot that. I forgot it was that shield that we had equipped. I do like this helmet. Is it the visage of Mzund? Very unique effect on it. This isn't the one that leads you down into Blackreach, is it? No, that's the one that's up here, isn't it? It's at Alftand. What's that one? Erkenthang, Raldbthar. I've done right. Oh, that's one that's going to send me to. I've cleared that one. Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? Alftand. That's the. I always get them. So even now, like playing this 12, 13 years later, I still get some of the Dwarven ones mixed up. Never remember which one's which. There's one that is this the one that drops you through the floor? Or is that's Kagrumez, isn't it? Where you get locked into that thing with the glowing orb and then you fall for what feels like an age. I can't remember what Mzulft is. Oh no, I do remember now. Yeah, of course. It's the researchers that were mentioned. The synod. There's that quite pushy one towards the end. You follow him up around the spiral, walkway, don't you, up to that giant Dwemer. Almost like a... looks like one of those, like what they called. It's got almost, it's like a telescope on it or something. You push a load of buttons and then he gets really quite defensive and aggressive with you. Wants to know what you're up to. Don't think there's anything in here I need. What's down here? I think this is a dead end, isn't it? This way. Treasure room. Let's have a look, see if there's anything worthwhile. Not a lot. Let's keep pushing forward. Falmer. More dead Falmer. Mzulft Boilery. Black Dwarven Scrap, that's new. Maybe we need to collect this. You know, to build at the end. Carrying any stuff that I don't need. Potentially. I'll grab some of this, just in case it turns out that we do actually need it. As much as I can get. Black Dwarven ingots. We'll probably have to make it at the end when we unlock the forge. See if these are carrying any. No, nothing on them. Oh, nice shot. He fired that over the hill. Can't even see him. The only problem with using dwarven arrows is the game has that inbuilt mechanic where you pick a Dwemer item up and every so often you'll get a letter from a courier saying that the mage in what's it called, Marketh, has heard that you've acquired a Dwemer item and he wants to buy it off you. Over time, it's it can get quite annoying because it'll be like, yeah, it'll be like, oh yeah, that dwarven arrow or whatever item, I'd like to purchase it off you. It's a mastodon, I'm not going to bother with that one. Be there for ages. Ah, here we go, what's this? Lexicon receptacle. Completed. Search the ruins of Mzulft for a way to inscribe the blank lexicon. Search the ruins of Raldbthar for the next lexicon stand. Okay, so we didn't need to go all the way through Mzulft again. Quite a way out, way to get back now, though, isn't it? Yeah, that is. I'm not walking all the way through there again. We'll carry it. We'll go forward. remember this bit. I knew that one of them was carrying something that we needed. I think there's a room that's like all the way down at the bottom here, isn't there? That's got a Dwarven Centurion in it. Maybe it's not a Dwarven Centurion. I forgot here though. Dwarven arrows, we'll have them. Let's head back up. What cannot be picked? It requires a key to open. Missed a key on one of these. Is the key down in this room? Is that all we need to go? We need to go down there. I've already checked you. Maybe it's you. No. Ah, didn't look at this, did I? Yeah, here we go. Mzulft Observatory key. Right, Synod researchers, show yourselves.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door.
What the? What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros?
Your friend Gavros is dead.
It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure or wisdom or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time.
What's this about a crystal?
It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer.
Well, I happen to have found a focusing crystal. Is this what you were looking for?
You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway?
I'm with the College of Winterhold.
You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I could overlook the past for now. Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure. From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea to replace one of the key elements with our focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time.
Yeah, this is a bit the walkway up I was thinking of.
Yes?
I'm looking for the Staff of Magnus.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. I need the crystal to do anything useful, and I don't have it. All right then.
Right, come on, let's get to it.
Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
Focus the oculary. Right, let's push the buttons. I seem to be stuck here. There we go. Ah, yes. These turn the circles. But the problem is they're not focused yet. We've got to use... We have to use magic, don't we? So yeah, this is why there is a book here for Frostbite, because I don't actually know Frostbite, which I think we need. Do it on them, or is it on here? Can't remember. Which one's that? Is that the inner ring? That's the outer one. Yeah, they're not focused yet, so... Yeah, there we go. That's turned them. Try again. Again. That looks better. That looks more central now to each rung. Let's try again. Maybe one or two more. we go. Done.
Years of work, finally going to pay off. But what's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work? So what is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You show up here just as our work nears completion, and now I can't get any results from this because of something at your college. Do you think me a fool? Do you think I'm too stupid to make the connection? You've ruined my work! How did you do it?
I've not done anything, I swear.
But it must be something you're doing. There's no other explanation. You have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it?
The Eye of Magnus.
The Eye of Magnus? Well, I suppose if that means what I think it does. Well, that's interesting.
Can you help me find the staff or not?
Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game, even if all you've said here is lies. I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine. Trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you. I think we're done here.
Right, that's that done. Probably it was definitely a little bit longer than walking out, but at least it pushes that quest on a little bit. We can just exit here now.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
Right, Raldbthar.
Now, this is... What you gonna do?
Set you on fire, that's what I'm gonna do. Sweet roll. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Must eat the sweet rolls. I wonder how many sweet rolls there are in the game. If someone's worked that out. It's probably catalogued somewhere. I know I tried to collect hundreds of sweet rolls once. In a short I actually uploaded a couple of years ago now. It was a Christmas one. Christmas morning I think it was called. I yeah, filled Breeze home with sweet rolls and it broke the game basically. I can't remember how many I got in there in the end, but it got super laggy and eventually just crashed. But it was quite funny because like the entirety of the floor downstairs, like the lower level was just covered. They were all over the all over the dining room table, all over the floor. Just every surface was just covered in them, and it just got it just got so laggy. Going. I've got any black metal for a while. There we go. Oh no, look at this. This must have been when I did this dungeon. I obviously reached a point where I was just too over encumbered and dropped all my fur armor. It's still here. God, look at all this I was carrying. What's this mean? Is this normally here? Don't know, this feels like it. I don't remember this. I think this must have been me. Close to full now. It's not saying it's... I've got an extra way here that I've not been through. Down there. Yeah, it looks like that bit. Here we go. Search the ruins of Nchuand-Zel beneath marker for the final Lexicon. Not that way, that's where I've just come. We're here. Right, let's get over to Marketh.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn?
Oh, he's still here. I'm wondering if we've not done his quest. Is it to do with the spider? I don't think we have. He gives you a key to get in, doesn't he?
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Understand what you mean.
Oh, I must have done something, or maybe I've done Book of Love. I'd like to see the excavation site.
Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in Nchuand-Zel. My workers call her Nimi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say?
Yeah, sure.
Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. What? Oh, goodbye.
Do we need to go back to him to get the key to get through here? Oh no, we can go through, that's fine. Is that door there? It might be through there. Off you go. Nchuand-Zel Armory. Which way are we going? Search the ruins of Nchuand-Zel beneath Marketh. Right, so we need to... Let's have a look. Is it up here? Oh, here we are. So these all got murdered in their sleep. Control room. It's above where we were, wasn't it? Have I missed a way up, or do I have to go all the way around? It's up there. We've got to go all the way around. Doesn't look like there's a way through. Reactivate Nchuand-Zel's automated defences. After making our way down the mine and through the spiders, we finally made it. I don't think this is part of... Yeah, this isn't part of this quest, is it? This is something different. Find someone who knows about the expedition. Ah, yeah. It's not this quest. Here we go, Lexicon receptacle. Oh, hello. The Lexicon surges with tonal energy. Travel into Nchardak on the Isle of Solstheim. Let's tell him Nim he's dead while we're here.
I have things to study. What is it?
Kosomo. Yeah, I've killed Nimmy.
Nchuand-Zel. You have my gratitude. That spider had been interfering with my excavations for months. As promised, it is the key to the Dwemer Museum. Mind the displays. Some of them are quite fragile. What? Oh, goodbye.
Let's get back to Solstheim. Where is it? Here we go.
Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a ship.
Nchardak. Oh, this is the one you're going with. What's he called? The Mage at Tel Mithrin. Nchardak.
Time to die, Outlander.
Oh, it's that way. It's the wrong side. Lack the required item. Ah, different place. Yeah, we've got that one. This must be the Forge. That opens that up. Let's have a look. Tonal Wand. Use the Tonal Wand. Use it on what? Oh, hello. Just equip it. Reignite the Tonal Forge. Release the steam valves, activate the first steam valve. Repository chest. Nothing in there. Intake lever. Release the locked intake system using the intake levers. Release the first lever, release the second lever. That one looks short. Unless we have to do it that way. Release the second. Release the locked intake system using the intake levers. Use a junction switch to lock in your progress. So this, ah yeah, here we go. Activate the cooling system and use the first lever actuator. Tonal Forge. Use the power conduit to restore functionality to the Tonal Forge, which I've done. Completed the Lost Forge of Karztev. So we've got it up and running. What do we need to do now? Black Dwarven ingots. Ebony. There's something to do with this, isn't it? Did it say we needed, was it soul gems? New set of heavy armor with a shield, 9 new weapons inspired by the Dwarven Blackbow of Fate, as well as new arrows and bolts to go along with them. Intermediate level quest takes you across Skyrim and Solstheim, which we've done. A new Dwarven themed smithing hub for the player, which we've unlocked. Upon completion of the quest, the player will gain access to the Tonal Forge, where they will be able to craft all the above mentioned equipment, as long as you have the Dwarven smithing unlocked and the smithing skill tree, which I think we do. You'll be unable to craft this anywhere but there. The crafting materials to create it may be obtained from random drops in Dwarven ruins, mostly anywhere scrap shows up from slain Dwarven automatons yet. To craft the weaponry you will need filled black soul gems as well, right. To enter and exit the Tonal Forge you need to equip the Tonal Wand. Okay, right, it's gonna be... This is maybe the weapon. It's the weapon one maybe, I don't know. Use Tonal Forge, let's see what it does. Okay, here we go. Right, Dwarven. Battle Axe of Karztev. So we need Dwarven metal ingots as well, and leather strips. Iron and steel. They're all to do with different mod I've got installed. Bow of Karztev, yeah, Dwarven metal and a black soul gem. Crossbow of Karztev. So the new weapons are, there's Battle Axe of Karztev. They're going to all be the main weapon types, aren't they? Bow of Karztev. Crossbow of Karztev. Dagger. Fateplate stuff, which is the new sets. Gemmed bolt, that must be the new one. Gemmed arrow. Gosh, they're powerful, aren't they? 21. What are they compared to a normal bolt? Arrow. Normal Dwarven is 14. Wow, so they're more like... They must be like ebony or dragon. The great sword of Karztev, the hammer. Drains the life force with those it strikes. Hand axe, sword. Warhammer. Okay, so I need to get some black soul gems, and I need to get all this stuff as well, Dwarven metal ingots and strips and whatnot. I think those may be around here. Let's just have a look. I wasn't picking up the standard ones because I didn't think we'd need them. If we go over here. Ah, black soul gems, right, brilliant. So it does give you them in case you've not got them. Some scrap as well. Carrying too much to be able to run. Let's just drop some of this scrap. Right, I need some leather strips and we probably need some more ingots, so let's grab that now. Right, see if I've got enough materials now. Let's make... what do we want? Let's have a bow. Yeah, I'm going to make a sword as well. Let's make a shield, a helmet, gauntlets, cuirass, and the boots. Yeah, we're a bit over encumbered now, aren't we? Yeah, just a bit. Right, so this is a standard look. Let's have a look at the black. Nice. I like how it's just not just a reskin as well. Do the colours up there. It's not just a different colour, yeah. It's actually changed the design. I didn't create any of the new arrows, did I? Let's have a look at some of them. Oh, it's because I need firewood. Gemmed arrow. Right, let me just grab some of that. Yeah, I like the look. I think it would... I think this would look really good on this build I did. I think... yeah, I'm impressed with that. Just get the effect on the fire. Back into fly cam again. Drop some of my stuff, don't I? I'm carrying way too much. Unless I've got a potion. Don't think I do. Draft of strength is going to give me some increase, but not massive. Let's drop all this. I'll do. I've unequipped the tonal wand thing. I want to get out of this place now. Where is it? Tonal 1, there we go. We're out. These are not going to do nearly the same damage as what mine are going to do. But let's just have a look. Where should we go? Ashfillow Citadel. The drain effect, I think it said, was it health, stamina and magicka. And this is... drains the life force. It doesn't take up a enchanting slot, so you can still put two of everything on, which is good. I still need to drop more. Books am I carrying? These can all go. We're under now. Thought there'd be enemies here. I know where there will be enemies. Let's get off Solstheim.
The Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
Where should we go? Let's go to Bleak Falls Barrow. That should have reset itself now, I think. Ah, yeah, there you go. You saw the red, green and blue coming off them. That is, yeah, all three draining.
Just die!
I don't think it's an absorb effect, is it? It's, yeah, drain, so it's not giving it to me, but bow doesn't seem to be doing it. Drains the life force of those it strikes. Unless it means when you hit them. No. So the bow doesn't seem to be doing the drain effect. Need to investigate that a bit further. No, I quite like the look of that. I'm gonna play with this. I think around with this save because it's set up for this for like a dwarven build. So I'm a big fan of the black effect. Yeah, let me know what you think of this one. It's only 300 credits, so I wasn't expecting it to be huge. I was a bit... when it said the medium... is it mid-level dungeon? I thought I was expecting it to be at least one new one, which I think could probably make it a little bit better. Obviously it just builds on stuff that's existing, that's already there. It'd be nice if it added in something that was new, but for almost 300 credits I can kind of see why it's not. But yeah, let me know what you think of this one. I'm gonna go and level up the weapons and have a bit of a play around with it. But yeah, if you're still here, thank you for watching. I'm Mike the Gaming Dad, and I will see you next time on the channel.
It's nothing.